It's great to be out here inflating my boat again. This is the first time this year, so I'm looking forward to this. No big plans today. Not even sure if a video will come out of this or not. We're just gonna wing it. But yeah, this is what this is all about. This little boat, for me, it's opportunities. You know, I'm not exactly in a remote wilderness place, but had a couple hours to kill, so I got dropped off out here. I'm gonna cross the river, float down a ways, check out those swans that you hear in the background, and I'm gonna land at a spot on the opposite side of the river where there's a great patch of willow. I'm gonna land there and just do some bushcrafting, play around, life skill stuff, just whatever. And then I'll film what I can along the way, and yeah, just have some fun. And then a couple hours later, I get picked up and go home. You know, there's no reason why a guy has to waste a few hours on a great day like this when you could be out just having some fun. It's easy. Easy for me to say, right? Okay, let's get this boat in the water and let's get going. Alright, I've arrived at my destination. Got a nice little creek here. All these stands of willow that grow along it. There's live wood and dead wood in there. So, yeah, nice little area. There's an old irrigation flume there. Cool place. I think I need to explore around a bit more before I stop. I'm not quite sure what this stuff is. Some kind of mineral. It's a hollow tube. Definitely a mineral formation of some sort. There's like a vein of it that runs along here. I haven't seen that before. Looks like something got a red-shafted flicker. It's a type of woodpecker. In eastern Canada, the shaft of the feather is yellow. And in the middle, they kind of interbreed, and it's called a gilded flicker. So as I was exploring that little valley there, I was keeping my eye out for anything that could be food for a person on the move. And there really wasn't much of anything. Nothing starting to grow out of the ground yet, aside from the odd patch of grass, which is better than nothing. But what I've found here is probably the best that I've seen all day, and that's a patch of cattails just in the creek bank here. And they're easily identifiable all year. And the roots, even right now, will contain some food value. So that would definitely be a good find. And now, while I'm just sitting here, I'm going to get to work on these sticks. I'm going to try to make something that would be capable of possibly taking a small animal if I came across a creature of opportunity. And yeah, I'll show you that in a minute. So I've attached the surgical tubing to the forked stick, and I guess it's pretty obvious this is some sort of sling bow kind of thing. So what I did, just attach it there pretty close to the fork, took another piece of bank line and tied it onto the surgical tubing about halfway and made a loop in it. No fancy knots or anything, just making them up as I go along sort of thing. So now all that's left to do is make an arrow. A good way to make a nock for an arrow is just to simply carve 4 notches into the end of the stick. See how there's two across from each other, then a little further down, sticks turned halfways, and there's 2 more across from each other. So what you do after that is you're going to break that stick in such a way that it goes down to the next divot. And then, presto. There we go. That works out pretty good. You just break it off to the side once you get down to the second set of notches. One more thing I wanted to show you really quickly, just for fun, is that a carpenter once told me that you'll recognize a tradesman by his ability to sharpen a pencil in 4 cuts. It's essentially the same thing when you're making an arrow. You can pretty much get it done in 4 cuts, and then you got a good point. I know you can get it a lot finer than that, but that just gets the job done. Alright, let's see if this sling bow works. Now that's not a very long distance, and obviously I need some practice to hit this target, but I think with a longer and heavier arrow, I could stand a chance at maybe taking a small bird or something like that. Better than nothing anyways. So, I think that's about it for today. My ride's on its way, so I'm going to make my way to the pickup area and sit and wait in the sun. Thanks for tagging along.